So this is a brief introduction to Scratch, which is a programming language developed at MIT to show you kind of how to get set up and how to do a simple project. And so first thing you need to do is you need to either join Scratch if you haven't ever used it before. You're going to set up an account, and then from there you're gonna sign in. And so I'm already set up with my account, and what you need to know in terms of what this is it's all based in the browser now, which means all your stuff is stored in the cloud through servers provided by MIT, and so there's no software to download. You just have to have your account, and you can see that up here in the corner you have the ability to see your stuff. And so we're going to create a simple project, and you can see we hit create, and it brings up a project number. We're in the editor mode. If we hit this project page, it'll change this URL. But right here we have the ability to do a whole project. This is called an IDE, which is an integrated development environment, which will allow us to build a project in Scratch. And so let's just take a second to look around. This is our default title. We have these flags, we have a stop sign, and then really what's important are these tabs up here. Scripts are the things that are going to make our project work. Costumes are the different things that our sprite, in this case a cat, can look like. And then the sounds are pretty straightforward. These are things that we can actually record and then play. So let's look at the script for a second. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have about 10 different options, and they're all color coded, and we have different things that work for this. So to begin with, we need an event to start off our program. The easiest one is this green flags click thing. If you pull this over here, this is where your code goes in this piece here, and that is anything you put there runs on this sprite. And so when the green flag is clicked, nothing happens. However, if I go back to looks and I say hello for, let's change that, I'm working, and then when I click the green flag, you can see that my sprite now says I'm working for 2 seconds and then stops doing it. And we can start to pretty quickly do all sorts of things. We have control. I can have a repeat. So let's say I want to repeat something, let's just say 4 times to begin with, and I want this guy to move and then turn and then move and then turn. And so let's say I go 10 steps, that's 10 pixels, that's not very far. Let's try 20, and then let's turn to the left. Let's turn 90 degrees, and let's see what that looks like when we run it. So when I run it, he says I'm working, and then he went really fast, right? So it executed really fast. We can start to build in other things where we have in our let's see, I forget, in our control, we want to wait. Let's wait a second, and then let's see if we can get it to look a little bit slower so we can see what's happening. So he says it, he's going to then do that and turn and wait and turn, and we can see what shape he's drawn. 20 steps wasn't really that far. Let's try 75. And then to kind of see where this guy's gone, we can do something where we have this pen option. So when this is clicked, let's clear everything, and then he'll say I'm working. He'll put the pen down, and he should draw something. Let's see what happens. So we click the green flag, he's working, and then he starts to go, and we can see that he's going to draw a square. So you have lots of options. You can add new sprites, make your own, you can take a picture, you can change the backdrop. So if you want to look at your stage and you want a different backdrop, you could get a new one. You could just pull something from what they have and click OK, and then that should change our stage backdrop. That didn't do it, but we have there we go. It takes it a second to load, and so now he's on the beach, and now we run it. He works within that background, so we can make things happen pretty quickly. We can have sounds. And then to share this, what we do is we hit share, and it's going to save it. It's going to make the link public. You can see that now it takes me to this page. And this is, everybody can see what I did. I can put pieces in here for instructions. If I click see inside, that brings me back to kind of where I started. I can add more code. And then you have the ability to remix something, and that's really powerful. So if we just go back to Scratch where it was, and I find a project that I really like, let's just pick one that's here, burger animation, and I want to remix it, I can either see inside and see how they did this. I can also take a remix, and I could do my own thing with it. So if I click inside, I then have the ability to make my own by clicking on this remix piece. So once I remix it, I own a copy. It's no longer linked, and I can do what I want with it. So you can do lots of really cool things with Scratch. It's more powerful than it looks. Keep in mind that there's lots here. We just kind of scratched the surface, but that's something that you can really play with and do some cool things.